Hey guys, Disney Mummy with MS here. I thought I would do a review on the Universal aspect of our holiday. So I've come actually into Poppy's bedroom today with her Harry Potter Universal wall behind me. So I hope you like it. Even though she's got a unicorn and a Minnie as well behind me. But anyway, I wanted to come here and just chat to you about what I thought about Universal. This was the first time we have ever been to Universal. I didn't know anything about it, so it was all new to us. We stayed on site, we stayed at Cabana Bay. So staying at Cabana Bay, you don't get the express passes like you do if you stay at, say, the Hard Rock, but you do get the early morning access into the Harry Potter world part, which is fantastic. And I must say, I would highly recommend doing that because I don't know if you've seen, but the shot Chris got of Poppy standing with the dragon breathing fire of her on her own with no one else in the picture, it's absolutely fantastic. And we wouldn't have been able to have gotten that shot of her on her own at any other time. So yeah, I highly recommend doing that, making the most of that extra time. So yeah, that was brilliant, and it was really nice to be able to get into the park early, do the rides like with no one there, going into the shops with no one around, and then when everyone else is then getting into the park, when the park opens, rushing towards those rides, we could then come out and then start going on all the other rides. So it really was worth it. And yeah, I really enjoyed being able to do that. Also, one thing we found is we went at the end of October when Halloween Horror Nights was on, and we found the parks so quiet, especially on the days when Halloween Horror Nights was on, because it seemed like people avoided the parks because they were then going to the parks when Halloween Horror Nights was on in the evening. So the parks were dead. We found their lines were quiet, there was no one there. So the rides were all walk-ons. We found, yeah, so we literally didn't have to queue at all. It was absolutely amazing. You obviously, with Universal, you have the Universal Studios part, you then have Islands of Adventure, and you have Volcano Bay. We didn't go to Volcano Bay, that was just our own choice, but we did go to the other two parks. Out of the two parks, my own personal preference is Universal Studios. At Universal Studios, I just preferred the rides more, I preferred the atmosphere more. Compared to Islands of Adventure, I just felt it didn't sort of flow together very well. But then I know other people prefer Islands of Adventure more. So yeah, I suppose it just goes down to personal preference. But yeah, where Universal Studios, I love Men in Black, I love Transformers. I did prefer the Harry Potter side more on Universal Studios as well more. I preferred the rides and the shops more. I also preferred the Mummy, I preferred the little Christmas shop more. Yeah, there was just a lot more I preferred. And the food, little restaurant, I think it was Mel's Diner as well, I preferred that. So yeah, preferred Universal Studios to Islands of Adventure. I was worried if my girls would be age appropriate for Universal, as Poppy is 6 and Tilly was 9 at the time, and worried if they would be a bit too young for the rides, but actually I found they were both the perfect age. The only thing was Poppy was too small for the Harry Potter ride in Islands of Adventure, and the Harry Potter ride in Universal Studios, That did scare her a little bit. So that was the only thing, but other than that, all the other rides in Universal Studios they loved. They absolutely adored. Other than that, the only other thing was the Mummy. We did parent swap on that ride, but that was such an easy process to do. There's a parent swap room. I sat with the children while Chris went on the ride. He literally came back, sat with the children, and I went on the ride straight away. And that was so easy to do, such an easy process. So if anyone is out there and is worried if your children may be too young for Universal Studios, don't worry, I highly recommend. They will be fine. If they're anything like my girls, if you've seen the videos and your children are anything like my girls, they will be fine. When it comes to eating in the parks, we did dine at the parks. At Universal Studios Park, we ate at Krusty Burger and also Mel's Diner. Mel's Diner was brilliant, as you could use your refillable mug in there, and the food was really nice as well. So big thumbs up for that one. Krusty Burger, oh my goodness, the burger was really dry. It wasn't that nice at all. And also at Krusty Burgers you had different counters, so if someone wanted a Krusty Burger, you had to queue at that one. If someone wanted fish, you had to queue at that counter. If someone wanted something else, you had to queue at that counter. So it was very awkward, and we got in there at, I think, at 11:30 one day, and it was packed. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend Krusty Burger to anyone. We went for the novelty aspect of it, but I wouldn't recommend it for food. Definitely Mel's Diner over Krusty Burger. Then at Hogsmeade we ate at the Three Broomsticks. That I found was very expensive for what it is. You get hardly any food for the money. Again, it's just the novelty aspect of eating at a Harry Potter restaurant. The same day we ate later on at Cowfish on City Walk, and for the same money we had so much more food, for so much which was a lot better tasting, for the same amount of money. So yeah, the food actually in the parks isn't that great. Yeah, snack wise we had some good snacks around the park. The girls had a cauldron cake, I think we got from, oh my goodness, I'm trying to think what the shop's called now. It was from Honeyduke's Sweet Shop. Yeah, they got it from there and loved it. That was really nice. Chocolate cake, and it had loads of icing on the top, and then hang on, you get to keep the little cauldron afterwards. So yeah, that was a good one. So yeah, they had some nice snacks from around the parks. We didn't try the butterbeer just because we've had it from Universal Studios tour near London, and we didn't like it. So we didn't bother trying it in the parks because we thought that it's probably going to taste the same. That was the food in the parks. Just around the parks we did eat just on City Walk. We ate at Bubba Gump's, we ate at Cowfish, and we ate at Toothsome Emporium. All those restaurants were really good. We loved the food from all them restaurants, and I highly recommend all of those restaurants to everyone if you're looking for somewhere to eat, if you're staying on property or even off of property as well. So yeah, that is my review of Universal Studios. I hope that kind of helps anyone who's looking into going and staying at Universal. And if you've got any questions, feel free to comment down below and I'll try and help you as best I can. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Please click that subscribe button and hit that bell notification, as I will be adding more Florida reviews and Disney and cruise in a future date. I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!